we're just gonna play musical chairs.
This is our new laning phase. Like, at what point, William, when you get into this situation, who gives up?
Apparently no one. This is the best game of chicken I've ever seen. Look at this. The legend is still staying around this area. Honestly, like, nobody's farming. This is so weird.
I have 2 mid-courts right now for Ehome and no real off-laner. Right now, Spiritbreaker's like loving his life right now.
Look at this.
Are you sure? Because Koifa's saying like, no.
This is I genuinely don't know what the point.
2 Clockwork needs level 3.
Yeah, the damage that you need as Neverend.
Neverend almost dying here. Does have the Warlock heal. Managed to get into the trees as well and will be okay, even if he's stuck there for the time being. We'll miss some CS. Meanwhile, mid lane, there's going to be Taiga showing up. Does manage to get a good Cox that pushes back Jin Q, but Jin Q is still going to be able to take some of this battery assault as long as Roshan doesn't do anything too nasty. Faith Beyond tries to get off stun, does so successfully, but there is going to be the Timber Chain right on through. First blood for Boxy.
You see what he was trying to do there? Like, he tried to move the Roshan out. Feels like they have 2 4s on their team. He picks like Coddles, Rubik's. I would say that's very unique to them because almost no other team does that. They're going to go on top on the left track. This might actually be
Timber chained on through, and it is going to be enough. Meanwhile, mid lane, they're trying to run down Koifa right now with the double damage of Jin Q. Still not quite enough. He's going to be slowed down multiple times by this bear with the Orb of Venom. Trying to get that swing. Oh, managed to get the charge on Koifa. This right is available, but can't actually get it in time. So that is a Warden having immediately de-warded. They are going to do a little bit more musical chairs. Lone Druid feels like he can't sit mid, and nor should he. When you've got a level 6 Kunkka, when you don't have your level 6 Lone Druid, they are going to go for the dive in bottom lane. A nice 2-man stun. They're trying to go for Innocence right now. Going to be able to lock in the Warlock. It actually pushes away Neverend as he runs through off the Spectral Dagger. They're going to try and catch one with Ferrari. Going for Mickey right now. Taiga's going to pop back out, trying to get away from this Spectre and save Mickey. Is he going to be able to do enough, though? There is going to be that magic wand that actually heals Mickey up a decent amount, gets the stun onto the Kunkka. Neverend still chasing a big swing out from that Tidebringer hit. Insania going to try and slow down Neverend just a little bit. That battery assault is almost enough. They have the Inkswell now coming up. There's going to be the heal onto Neverend. Insania has to be a little bit careful because that Kunkka is mighty tanky and hits pretty hard. They can't pursue. Going to try and slow down Innocence bit by bit. Meanwhile, top lane, they're actually going for the point kill onto the bear. It almost dies. It doesn't actually quite take out. Now they're going to try and go for the hero. Split Earth, trying to go for it, fakes it out a little bit. Koifa has finally been flushed out of the trees. He will die here.
Nice juking, but eventually he realizes he doesn't have to do any work. He can just pop that edict.
Yeah, I really like the fact that Faith Beyond doesn't.
4-man Spectre is by far the best carry at being able to just like show up late. Because you don't necessarily have to set up around Spectre. You can just fight and
they're going to try and go for the fast kill on the Boxy with all this magic damage coming around from Faith Beyond. They even drop the golem, but still not enough. The Torrent actually catches the mid-chain, but he still has a little bit more. There's going to be the bow coming in. He's just trying to tank up as much as possible, but none of his allies are here to help him against the 4-man of Ehome.
I think that's fine though, if they take mid.
Yeah,
if Alliance
exactly
mid tower,
going for.
I think that is actually worth it for Alliance. They drop 2 ultis on top of that. They're going to lose their mid tower as a trade. They might lose
the Clockwork.
Yeah, it's
done pretty well for himself. But I feel like Jin Q's actually gotten a lot more out of this game from the Spirit Breaker as he's going to go for the charge here on the Boxy. Another great pickoff set up by Ehome. You know, Willie, oh, they're actually going to jump in. Taiga goes in for it. Immediately gets hit by the Torrent. Only gets the cogs on 2 heroes. He's going to get the Inkswell. They're going to run away. Jin Q, no, it's not going to give up. But the charge, unfortunately, doesn't land on the Taiga as the Inkswell explodes at just the right time. It is in space, though, for Alliance to take that.
Continue to free up the map for yourself. They are doing a good job of keeping Neverend's side of the map pretty cleared out as they're going to make the rotation up the top lane.
Do manage to get him with the X there to pull him away. Timber Chain, another one up in a second here. It's a longer jump. There's still going to be the charge as well. He's going to have maybe one more. No, not with the Spirit Breaker ultimate. Boxy should fall here eventually. He does actually have a lot of magic wand charges, but he just can't really get away from the constant X marks the spot that is laid out. Meanwhile, Alliance 3-manning bottom. Nope, Faith Beyond.
Nice Yules.
Really fast reaction there onto Mickey. Make sure he can't get caught though with the Blink Dagger. Stun.
Trying to let his
does manage to get the Inkswell. Is going to try and run down Faith Beyond, but actually gets a little bit ability name. That is actually one of the ones I really agree with. Especially with the sounds he makes. Lead off, initiation onto Faith Beyond. There's immediately going to be the bonus. He feels after buying a little bit of time. Faith Beyond's actually going to be pretty tanky here. He's going to dole out a lot of damage before he eventually dies. Rapid swing there from Mickey. He's able to, ooh, nice charge. Well, the goal makes the backline. They have a fatal bonds on these heroes, but it looks like they just don't really have the damage to back it up. The Warlock's getting cleaned up. Leshrac dying and the Kunkka getting caught. There pretty much goes all their damage. A Spectre with no ultimate. Not able to join them in that engagement. Alliance take down 4, and it looks
where this Alliance roster especially, it's like they're up 10k, and you're thinking to yourself like, why haven't they just won the game yet? It's like the old complexity special.
Oh, they're going to go for a really quick kill here on the Grinchstoke. Does manage to get the ult, but it's still going to be enough for the kill. Now, our Clockwork thrown up in the air is going to be left for death, it seems, as they don't want to fight on top of a shrine. They figure Spectre ultimate was used. We lost our 2 supports. Not the end of the day. Of course, there is always... That is, I guess they also have Spear Breaker, right? So they have 2 of the best, like, catch +1 heroes.
Oh, nice
in the
bulldoze.
Game. It was a nice bulldoze, but a good blink from Mickey.
If there's a dot on the map, we are all running at it.
Oh, I love that kind of Dota. That's my Dota to play right there. Xingqiu slips away in the night thanks to the Shadow Blade. Meanwhile,
a dot has appeared.
A dot has appeared, and Ehome obliterate that dot, but it looks like they're going to lose their 5 position as well. As Innocence, again, holding on to his ultimate, knowing that this isn't the fight they really want to take here. The ult scepter, but going to be chased down by a nice chain from Boxy.
It's because they're trying to split up and do a little bit too much. Plus, he's overrating this Force Staff.
Yeah. Especially with all the burst power that Mickey provides. Oh, they're actually going to go for this one. As the hook shot in actually kind of misses there. They're still going to be able to get the root onto Xingqiu. They lock 2 heroes together as well. Manage to get the silence in the back line on Faith Beyond. Here comes Mickey. A big stun out onto Leshrac. He's kind of blocked in right now. The goal, a momentary respite for Faith Beyond. It's actually getting some distance. There's going to be another Stormhammer in 5 seconds time, but he gives up on the kill of Faith Beyond instead, trying to help out Insanio. Does manage to get the stun onto the Warlock. Hides himself in the trees, but here comes the goal. Goal running at him. Oh, it's going to be never end. Who cuts him off instead. 4:30 minutes to get off his BKB, but he's a bit low right now. Can't really fight. Never ends. Just gonna kind of slow him down. I don't think they can really engage into Alliance unless 430 gets a really good X marks the spot. I would still be a little bit afraid of them turning.
Yeah, I'm a bit surprised that they're coming out this far.
There's the X. They're going to try and get some damage on the Neverend right now. The Fear onto him. The BKB activated. Extra bit of Warcry movement speed. Yules, they're going to set this up. Oh, Yules onto the Timber's actually making sure he can't get the Chakram slow, but still a Timber chain through. Not quite landing it. Koipa managed to get another Fear, pushing him into Boxy's hands with the Chakram. Great Fear laid out by Koipa with his bear, but Mickey's still in trouble. Has a Spirit Vessel on him with the Golem that's still alive through all of this one. Managed to beat down the opposing Sven, but Koipa gets the +1 onto the Kunkka, meaning Alliance will walk away the victors of this. Make it close. Boxy is going to make sure to try and free a front line.
I like this from Boxy.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
He just breaks the smoke. He's like, I'm going to go in. Doesn't matter. Gets the Yules off too.
Xingqiu?
They might just go high ground with this too.
Yeah. So that positioning totally dissuades Ehome from being able to get inside the Roshan pit on Mickey at bottom lane. It's probably part of the reason they were a little bit out there. They're going to go straight for the melee racks here.
Nice Torrent.
Torrent trying to slow them down. Mickey's been very conservative with his BKB charges. Only used 1 so far, despite having it for the last 10 minutes or so.
And never a good sign of just being able to take uncontested racks.
A good takeoff on the bear, though, just to start things off. If they can actually follow this up, they're going to have the Rod of Athos on the Boxy. Quickly takes it off with the Guardian Greaves and moves away.
I mean, they're thinking about it because there's no ulti on the Sven.
Yeah, and if they could kill the second bear, it would be fantastic for them. It would buy them a really big window. But they don't want to overcommit on this bear and have Alliance turn around on them. With the Fatal Bonds on the bear, though, it looks like Alliance are a little bit too scared to fight. They're all going to TP back.
That's a double bear?
Yeah, double bear. That's 600 gold. Plus, it's a really large window where they can just run at Alliance.
Whatever net worth lead you have, he now has 450 gold. That is...
Yeah. So it is almost dead even, the net worth right now. And they are going to be able to reveal Xingqiu at bottom lane. They do have Innocence here. They're going to bring the Spectre in as well. They do have the gold. They can actually drop it anytime. Finally, they do drop it to be able to get the chains done. Taiga is quite low. Neverend's trying to chase him down right now. It's a little bit low on mana. Boxy does manage to finish up the Spirit Breaker. Gets into the trees, cuts his way a path, trying to get out. There's just one set of trees to block him, and he's rapidly running out of mana. But with Mickey here, they can actually turn. Mickey, Yule sceptered up. BKB, teleport out. Space Beyond, barely missing the stun there. Mickey also popping the BKB to make sure he can get this kill onto Faith Beyond. Will bring him down next. And they'll just kite the golem, hopefully killing it eventually, getting the extra gold. 150 for Manta. Who?
For the Yawns.
Wow. All right, he's going to go for it. Just jumps in. Oh, Jesus. That's a Warlock dead, but he does have buyback. So maybe that was just to force out the positioning here. Doesn't have the golem anyway. Jin Q thinking about it, but again, it's always the Sven and the Timbersaw or the last one out.
You do not want to get on these guys.
They just don't want to jump these guys. Mickey thinks about going for that kill onto the Warlock again. He knows. He just bought back. Going into the back line, and CYF really Neverend's trying to go for the kill on the Koipa. Couldn't actually do anything. Now he's just surrounded by heroes. They're going to try and bail him out here. This is going to be good. Torrent, a bow coming in as well, but Neverend eventually falls. Taiga jumps a little bit low, but he's going to be fine. And the cores of Alliance are relatively healthy. They have to watch out for their fatal bonds, though. Boxy. Oh, okay. Is that a TB I just saw? Well, Boxy can still turn around thanks to the Inkswell. Mickey is at half health right now. He's going to work right up. His agent is about to expire. If he doesn't get any of this regen, he could be in serious trouble. 1 second time. Finally, it goes right as the golem drops on top of him. He doesn't get any of that regen. He has to just run out of the fight. So they're going to go for the Kunkka. They're the Lone Druid, rather. They're going to be able to cut their screen. Oh, no! What Shikyu? Oh, Boxy just tore him apart. And now just Timber chains through another one. They do manage to get a stun, but Innocence, he's going to be trapped inside the trees here. They thought they could get Koipa because Mickey was low, but it turns out Boxy is the bigger threat. As now Neverend is stuck inside the trees. He can't get out either. It's surrounded by Sven and a bear that just will not quit. GG is a call from Innocence. And game one, pretty well handled by Alliance, who ended on a 29,000 net worth lead.
Yeah, and Alliance, I mean, they hit this really solid mid-game timing, but I really feel like Ehome